Another day, another thing for a community to bitch about. Why am I saying that? It's because of the monetization for Dying Light 2. So for those who have been living under a rock for a while, Dying Light 2 recently released in-game currency that replaced how you could buy cosmetics, and some are drawing lines to the fact that this lines up pretty well, in terms of timing, to their recent deal with Tencent. And the reason that is so important is because Tencent is known for monetizing their games out of the ass, with their games being an aggressive appropriation of other titles. This is why so many call out the fact that they're a Chinese company, because some, if not most Chinese companies out there appropriate a lot of stuff from other companies, which a quick Google search will tell you a lot. Now, hot take, this isn't that big of a deal. While it's genuinely not affecting the core of the game in a negative way, there are channels out there like Oni Zombies that would lead you to believe that this will absolutely shatter the game as a whole. It's ridiculous. Besides, one pivotal reason that's pointed out for this direction is the management of the items in their own in-game store, probably being much easier to manage than managing those same bundles in 3 to 5 different platforms, those being the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and the PC, of course. The only thing that I can think of that can be predatory is the fact that some of these bundles have an additional 50 units of their currency. I can't be fucked to say Dying Light points, that shit is just stupid techland. And this is being addressed with a hotfix that adds an option to buy an additional dollar's worth, with an additional 10% for being a dear sweet baby angel. I think just leaving them as whole 100 units would be a little better, or better yet, have offers that give you the options that the dollar types themselves have, with the exception of the $100 bill. You know, like $1, $2 if you're being shady, $5, 20, 10, etc. Now let's get back to the root of this situation. The acquisition courtesy of Tencent. Now, I'm not going to indulge into this part for too long, because other than the monetization, this isn't as relevant as others make it out to be. Now you have to understand this, as if many others haven't seen this already. Tencent is a really big company, one that barely needs an introduction, and the deal with Techland could prove useful to them. But if I were the main head in Techland, I'd only make a decision like this for financial reasons, like if we're at a deficit of some sort, or such. They do claim that they will retain creative control, but when there's someone above you that's calling financial shots, it's very hard to believe that from an outsider's viewpoint. And again, given Tencent's track record of aggressive monetization, it would make sense for some heads to turn. But equally, as a counter, Techland has some level of courtesy with its player base. Just like Capcom did with their recent RE Engine lineup of games, Techland went back to add a next-gen update to the original Dying Light, a game that, mind you, came out 8 years ago. By the way, FromSoft, get at it with a Bloodborne remake. Or Bluepoint, because Demon's Souls is pretty good. On top of this, they let all the editions have both current and last-gen versions included, and this includes the standard edition. This is something that has been retained from the very beginning. Battlefield, Call of Duty, why the hell did you have separate versions of these games being sold only to have a cross-gen bundle? You absolute cunts. Adding to the things that games like them didn't do, but Dying Light 2 did, there are edition upgrades that you can buy if you want to go above the standard edition, like the deluxe or ultimate editions. But you're not hearing any of this because A, time may have passed, which is true, or B, most of the player base is aggressively staring at a glass that's half empty. Now, here's the thing. I'm fine with the fact that there's a system like this. While part of me does kind of hope that this wasn't something that Techland would seem to be particularly proud of, this isn't keeping the game from being great. Besides, these types of things are optional at the end of the day. Some people are saying that they're gonna uninstall this game over this goddamn decision, and that's just very stupid in my opinion. I will personally still play the game to relax when I get off from a hard day at work, or after a day of just grinding it out in college. I mean, have you seen the roadmap for this game? They're still going to be doing seasonal events, and they're adding new features on top of that. Hell, they're going to add firearms in the winter, which will be a literal game changer for many, considering that it didn't come out in the very launch of the game, and the original Dying Light has guns. And this is on top of the fact that, on its own, the game is really solid, and they already have a story DLC that came out a while ago. I could gush all day about this game, so I'll leave with this. While you have the right to question Techland's decision to integrate with Tencent, don't let that keep you from enjoying the game that they themselves have made. Besides, some of the skins out there are pretty cool. I mean, playing as the original Dying Light characters and also some of the other stuff that they have, like the Payday bundle and that Devil one, I forgot the name of it. That one looks pretty cool. So I might get that one myself. But yeah, that's about it. Again, don't let other people sway you into the direction of, oh, this is something that's absolutely going to break the game and destroy it from the inside out. It's not. It's absolute nonsense. So, you'll be totally fine. Support this game. If you choose to support the monetization, do that. That's your decision, not mine. And I'll see you around.